quite a doozy, I must say. I'm tired. This is not for the faint of heart, that's for sure. I'm gonna need a coffee soon. Alrighty guys. I am not sure how people do this. Hello guys, I'm Bethany and welcome back to my channel. I'm so excited about today's video, but I'm also a little not sure how it's gonna go. But today I'm going to try to read for 24 hours straight. I've seen people do this video and it looks so much fun, and I'm just interested to see how it would go if I can complete the challenge. I am probably gonna have to take breaks because I have to eat lunch and cook tonight and stuff, but I am gonna try to read while I'm doing those things in order to not have to stop the timer. People do this kind of differently. They might read in a 24-hour period, or they might not really time it and just try to do a whole day, but I'm going to time it and see if I can get to 24 hours. And I'm gonna try to stay up a decent amount of time tonight. I probably will have to go to sleep because I don't want to have to sleep all day tomorrow because obviously I have things to do. I don't know how people do this and not take breaks because I obviously have to do some work stuff, but today is the only day that I don't really have a ton to do. So it's the perfect day to film this video. I have a little bit of a plan because I feel like when you're doing these videos or reading this long, you want to read books that are gonna hook you and you don't want to put down, because I can sit and read for 6 hours and finish a book, but you don't want to start this challenge with a book that's boring or gonna put you in a slump or you can't get through, because then this challenge is going to be extremely difficult and you're not gonna be able to get through books. So ultimately I want to see how many books I can read in the 24-hour period on my timer. So first I have a book on my Kindle, and I also have a book I bought a couple days ago that I'm also gonna read, and then I have another book on my TBR that I'm gonna read. So we're gonna do this. One of the books is pretty long, so I'm hopeful that I can get through it for the majority of this video. I feel like I read pretty slow, but we are going to see how slow I read or how fast I read in this video. Also, my Kindle's on 47%, so gonna have to charge it probably. Hopefully I can get through this book before I have to charge it. But first book I'm going to read is Josh and Hazel's Guide to Not Dating. I started it a couple days ago and I'm only 10 pages in. So we're going to read that and finish it. It's on Kindle Unlimited if you want to read it. It is 8:52. I was gonna start this at 9, but I might start it at 8:55. Honestly, I think this is kind of crazy that I'm doing this, but I'm very excited to see how it goes. Okay, 8:54. We're about to start the timer. Alrighty, I missed 8:55, but here we go. We're starting the timer and let's do this. Coffee soon, but we are an hour in and I'm on page 70 of this book. I was on page 10, but I had to read a few pages before that because I didn't remember what happened. So about 60 pages, which is good, a page a minute, so feeling good about that. This book is pretty good, honestly. I'm enjoying it. We're an hour in. I'm gonna keep going now. Okay. We are 2 hours and 7 minutes in. I don't think I'm gonna do this every hour, but I changed clothes. Well, not sweatshirts, but changed into a shirt and biker shorts and ate some snacks. But I'm on page 123, so it's 53 pages in the past hour, so not great, but that's how we're doing. And I'm gonna keep reading. And I'm liking this book. I feel like it's definitely not gonna be a 5-star read, but I feel like I'm going to finish and say that I enjoyed it. So I'm gonna read now. Alrighty guys, it is, I don't know what time it is. I don't know where my phone is. There it is. I had to clear off some storage on my SD card because I was out of storage, but it is 2:52 and I finished my book. The timer's at 5 hours and 17 minutes. I ate lunch while I was reading. I think I paused it to cook, but then I was reading while I ate. Finished the book. It was pretty good. Oh my gosh, hi, okay. Forgot I was wearing mascara and just rubbed it all over my face. Anyways. I thought it was good. I gave it 4 stars on Goodreads. It just wasn't my favorite ever, but I thought it was a cute read. I enjoyed it. I liked the characters, thought it was fun, and I felt like by the time I got to the end, let me look at my eye. I feel like this is how I'm on most books. By the time I get halfway through or in the hundreds, I'm really invested and I can finish it pretty quickly, just in the sense of I don't want to put it down. So I kind of felt that with this book. I wanted to know what happened, but I did have a spoiler. So that kind of ruined it. I feel like if I didn't, I would have enjoyed it more. Or I would have just I would like to know what I felt if I didn't have that spoiler. So Anyways, I finished the book and I need to charge my Kindle because it is on 21%. And if I want to read a book on my Kindle later, I'm going to need to charge it. So I'm going to read the actual paperback. I'm honestly like, I'm tired. I feel like when you're just staring at the screen all day, I'm just so tired. So I think I'm going to make a coffee and continue. But I'm only 5 hours in. So I have 19 hours left. It is 2:54. Did I say that? It is almost 3 o'clock. Honestly, I feel like I don't even know what's going on, what the day is, because I've just been reading all day. I think I'm just gonna make something easy for supper tonight since I'm going to be reading, and I'm gonna try to read while I cook. One book in 5 hours and 17 minutes. I feel like that's pretty good. Honestly, this book was very short. It's like 300 pages. I feel like I'm such a slow reader, but I also am like, the beginnings of books are kind of hard to get into, but once you get into the hundreds, it's like, oh, okay, I can keep going. But if a book really gets me on page 1, that's a good book. Maybe I'd finish it sooner. Anyways, I'm going to probably make a coffee. I actually need to drink some water because I have not drank any. I'm going to start another book that I bought the other day. This is quite a doozy, I must say. It's quite crazy. I feel like I'm just like, don't even know what's going on in the world because I've just been reading. But I'm going to do my peruse of Instagram and maybe make a coffee and start a new book. Coffee. It's not that great. We ran out of brown sugar creamer from Trader Joe's and it's just not that good anymore. I put brown sugar in it, but it's still not that great. But I have my second book. I got this a few days ago. Mad About You by Vari McFarlane. I read Just Last Night by her and loved it. Finished it pretty quickly, so I have a feeling I'm gonna hopefully do the same for this book, that I'm gonna get strapped in. But also her books look like a rom-com, but aren't rom-coms, at least from my experience reading Just Last Night. So I'm curious to see how this is, but I'm excited to read it in this video because I never see anything about it. So let's do this, let's start. I need my tabs and my bookmark. Hold on 1 second. I got my tabs, got these off Amazon, love them. And a random sticker that I use as a bookmark because I don't have any bookmarks. So let's get started. The main girl character is a wedding photographer, so that's cool, kind of relatable. But anyways, here we go.
You drive. Do you know I'm looking? And I can't help but smile. Do you know how much I love you? You put my favorite song on, I put my feet up, and we just sing along, and I can't help but feel it.
I'm currently 7 hours in on page 68 of this book. I feel like I'm reading it slower because it's based in like England and it's just harder to read that language. Like they obviously speak English, but they just have different slang that I don't understand, so it's just harder to read. But anyways, I'm about to eat supper. I made it chicken nuggets and tater tots because it's an easy meal where I can eat and read and don't have to cook. I'm interested in this book, but like we haven't got to the part where she meets the love interest yet. It's kind of just building. So I'm excited for that part, but we're kind of slow right now. Alrighty, it is 8 o'clock, 8:03. I'm at 10 hours and 11 minutes and I'm on page 195, so almost halfway through. I think this book is like a little less than 400 pages, so making my way through it. It's definitely not what I expected, but I feel like this always happens when I read her books. Well, I've only read one of them, but I'm just not expecting anything that's happening, so it's pretty good. I'm excited to see what happens in the next half, but it's definitely character driven and not like romance driven. There's definitely romance, but you know, it's more about the character than anything else. 14 hours, 51 minutes. I don't know why it took me so long to finish this book. It's 12:43 in the morning. Ethan wanted to stay up and read with me, and I finished book 2, so that's great. It was good. It wasn't the best book, but I did really enjoy it. I really liked the main character, and it was mostly about the main character, but I wanted more of the romance, but it's more about the main character. So you get a lot of romance. The end was really good, so I enjoyed it. I'd recommend it, but I did tap some of it because there were some sweet moments, but it was mostly at the end. I don't know if I'm gonna read another one because I'm exhausted and might just go to sleep, but if that's the case, then I have about 9 hours tomorrow. This is not for the faint of heart, that's for sure. Alrighty, so I am in bed, clearly. It is 1:31 in the morning, and I'm just gonna read as I go to sleep because I'm not gonna stay up all night, but we shall see how long I do stay up. I think I'm just gonna start Kiss the Sky by Kristen Becker-Ritchie. It's the 4th book in the Addicted series / Calloway Sisters series, but the 1st book in the Calloway Sisters part of the series. And I feel like I need something that's just like easy, light, not gonna make me feel too many emotions. It's on my TBR for this month, so that's what I'm gonna do. This is about Rose and Connor, so it should be interesting. Typical time to read, 8 hours and 52 minutes. Okay, well, that's great. Good morning, guys. It is 10:15 in the morning, and basically just got out of bed. I woke up at like 8:30 and read in my bed. I finished a devotional I was reading. I just had a few like days left, so I just finished that. So I finished 3 books, and then I've continued Kiss the Sky by Kristen Becker-Ritchie. I'm at 16 hours 11 minutes. So I have about a little less than 8 hours to go. So I'm going to read and then do other things today. Probably like maybe do like 2 different 4-hour periods, so I can read in the morning and then get some stuff done, read tonight, and finish this. I'm hoping to finish this book today. Also, Ethan is off work today, so he also slept in, and he went to Walmart to get something, and then he's getting us breakfast. So it's great because he's off. That's why he also is like willing to stay up with me last night, because he didn't have to work and he wanted to. He finished his book too. So anyways, also if you're wondering, I am so lucky because my husband does love to read. So yeah, if you were wondering that. Anyways, but I'm going to sit here and read. I am not very far in Kiss the Sky. I am on like chapter 3, I think, and I'm excited. I think it's gonna be like a fun drama book, and I just love the Calloway sisters and that family. It's so much fun to read, so. It is 4 o'clock, and I took a little bit of break about like 2:30 because I was getting tired of looking at my Kindle. So I have 4 hours left. We're at 20 hours, and I'm going to do that tonight, obviously. I'm on page 146 of Kiss the Sky, and I'm like trying to decide if I want to read more of this book for the next 4 hours. I definitely won't be able to finish it because it's like over 400 pages. So that would mean I would need to read like basically 300 pages in the next 4 hours, which I just don't think I'm gonna be able to do. Or I could start a new book that's less than 300 pages and try to finish it. I'm trying to decide because I put one on my Kindle from Kindle Unlimited. It's called The Roommate Situation. I'm pretty sure it is a closed door romance. I think that's what's on my to be read on Goodreads. I'm pretty sure I saw it on a recommendation that it's a closed door romance, but I'm like, am I wanting to read that? Because I feel like I'm pretty invested in Connor and Rose and Kiss the Sky. So should I just do that and maybe not fully finish the book and then finish it after the 4 hours? And I don't know, because I've only read 3 books in this video. One of them I'd already read like the majority of before filming this video, so I feel like I've accomplished not much in this video. But also I'm like, I need to stop because not everyone can be Destiny Sidwell, who can read like 6 books in 24 hours. She reads so fast. I'm like, I don't even know how. So I'm trying to decide what to do. I might read the first page of The Roommate Situation and not set the timer and just see if I like it, and then maybe go back to Kiss the Sky. I don't know, because I feel like this one is gonna be like fun and light. It's like a brother's best friend trope, I'm pretty sure. Also, Rosie tore up her blinds and we've yet to fix them. So anyways, that's beside the point. So I think I'm gonna try to read fast and speed through this book. I think that's what we're gonna try to do, because I want to at least finish one, and then I can go back to Kiss the Sky, because I feel like the Calloway Sisters / Addicted series, you just kind of want to like slowly read, like peruse them. They're not like binging books because it's just kind of comfort read. So I think I'm gonna do this and see where it goes. I think I'm gonna read outside because Ethan's out there. Okay, that's all. That's the update. I am not sure how people do this. We have made it to 24 hours. I finished my book. I did pause the timer and finish the book so I could do this countdown and I wouldn't go over the timer. Does that make sense? So I wasn't reading at the end of it, but I did finish the book. So that's great. It was good. Oh, let me do a little recap. So to recap the books that I read, first I read Josh and Hazel's Guide to Not Dating by Christina Lauren. Thought it was good. Not anything extremely like overwhelming. Not gonna be a favorite, but I did enjoy it. I gave it 4 stars. And then I read Mad About You by Valerie McFarlane. Also gave it 4 stars. Liked it, enjoyed it. And I thought about the characters in both of those books, but it just didn't stand out to me. So 4 stars. Did enjoy it. And then I finished Draw the Circle by Mark Batterson. I gave it probably 4 stars. I like it a lot. I had like a few days left of the Devo, so I just finished it out. It was probably like 40 pages. And then I started Kiss the Sky by Kristen Becker-Ritchie. I'm like 100 and some pages in, so I thought that is pretty good. And then I just finished The Roommate Situation by Katie Bailey. It's on Kindle Unlimited, and I also enjoyed it. I almost want to give it like 4.25 stars. I don't know. I did really enjoy it. I like the characters. I thought it was super sweet. A wholesome rom-com, just what I needed. And it really reminded me of Sarah Adams' books. It is a closed door romance, which I really liked. And there's a second book, so I'm excited to read it. Overall, 4 books that I finished in 24 hours. This has been quite a doozy because I feel like I've been reading the past 2 days. So let me know if you like this style or if I should do it again, where I just try to stay up all night and see how long I can go. And if I don't do the 24 hours, I didn't complete the challenge. Or if you like seeing how many books I read in a 24-hour period. Let me know. This made it harder because I feel like I was reading like for 2 full days and I didn't really do anything else. So now I feel like I'm coming up for air and becoming a normal human again. So anyways, that is the recap of this video. I hope you enjoyed. It was very different than my other ones. Honestly, this didn't make me not want to read. I actually have a ton of books that I want to read, but I didn't want to read them in this video because I want the paper copy and I don't own them yet, and I didn't want to read them on my Kindle. So I'm excited to read those. I have a lot of books I want to read, so this didn't make me not want to read. But I am going to be watching YouTube for the rest of the night because I'm tired and I just need to not look at a book for a while, you know? But it's 9:07 if you wanted to know when I completed it. First 24-hour readathon. Don't know if I'll do this again unless I get an overwhelming request. I probably won't because it's a lot. I was watching Destiny Sidwell's 48-hour readathon today and I was like, how do you do this? I don't know. It's not for the faint of heart, that's for sure. But anyways, those are the books that I read. I didn't really give my like complete thoughts on these books. I'll probably do that more in my reading wrap up. But honestly, I feel like none of them like I had a lot of thoughts about. I enjoyed them. They like were happy reads. They made me like feel good for the most part, but none of them stood out as like a favorite. So anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to subscribe. I post every Tuesday and Saturday here on YouTube, and I would love for you to stick around. I've been posting a lot more book videos, so if you are joining because you saw this book video, thank you for being here. I plan to post a ton more. I have tons of ideas of book videos coming up, but also do vlogs, faith content, stuff like that. You can also follow me on Instagram. I also have a book Instagram, which has been so much fun. I've been kind of updating the Bookstagram as I do this 24-hour readathon. So if you want like the behind the scenes, books I'm reading, cute photos of books, you should follow me there. But I think that's it. So I'll see you very soon for my next video. Bye. I'm going to bed now.